Hello everybody, welcome to another live stream of Zelda Classic. Today we're going to take a look at Randomizer Modern Live. So, yesterday, if you were with us, we started Randomizer Maxi, and today we're going to start Randomizer Modern. It's a little bit more linear than Randomizer Super, plus it's a teeny bit shorter. We're going to go through these options and decide which ones we're going to take. Limit one Triforce piece per number dungeon. We're going to say yes to that one. All heart containers before level 9. We're going to say no to that one. Ensure one heart container in the overworld. We're going to leave that one. We're going to change that one because it really doesn't matter. You'll at least get one in the overworld. Randomize level 9 prizes, yes, so that way you can get the magical key. Ensure one ring in the overworld. We'll leave that as no. Ensure 2 swords. We're going to leave that as no. You could, of course, choose whatever options you want. That's entirely up to you. Alright, so let's get this randomizer started. This is a Hero of Fire quest. We're going to be doing quite a few of his quests on the live stream, but we're going to have to kind of fluctuate between the two. So we're going to go, we did Randomizer Maxi yesterday. Today we're going to do this one. And then, of course, next week we'll do another round. So starting on Monday, we will do that, and then we'll decide what the next best day is to do that. So we start off with the wooden sword. And hopefully we'll have a little bit better luck today and be less deaths. Alright, so this quest is quite long. It is divided into 2 overworlds. And something that is not in this one, that is in Randomizer Super, is that you have to start with a weapon that does damage in that quest. In this one, you don't have to. We were lucky enough to do that. Now, the sword could be in one of 3 locations. The starting screen where we got it, where the white sword is, and then where the blue ring shop is in quest number 2. Gotta try to get some bombs here. Gonna get that heart. Try to go on and off the screen here to just respawn some of the blue Octoroks and blue Moblins. So in the Randomizer Super and above, not only did you have to start with a weapon that did damage, but the rings were changed as well. You had to get the Peril ring before you got the blue ring. Plus, I believe, if I remember correctly, it started later. So, for instance, instead of it starting at 1 heart like it does in this quest, it starts at 2. And it gives you a blue ring-like effect on it. And I'm going to try to leave 1 enemy on some of these screens, especially the ones where I get the item off of it. And really, money should not be that much of an issue for you. Other than a magical shield and enemy bait, it's really not much you have to buy in this quest at all. I mean, if you're unlucky and not able to get bombs or whatnot, you may want to get bombs. But again, you should get at least a couple of bombs here. And there's certain places you don't want to go early in the game either, because the enemies are not friendly. And again, money on that screen. So I'll show off some of the money secrets, but again, you really kind of don't need it. So also, clocks are temporary, plus you have, as you can see, something called the Z-axis rule, where if an enemy is in the air, you cannot hit them. There is a heart container there. And some levels you can enter from both sides. And the creator was a little more friendly with P-hats in this quest, but less friendly with other things. So you see, as I'm trying to hit these Tektites here, they could kind of hit you and run. Really not a fair system, if you ask me. It's probably my only problem with the randomizers is that Z-axis rule. I think if that was taken away or deleted altogether, I think I would be a much happier camper. But it's not like it's a crucial thing that breaks the quest to a point where it's not playable. Oh, and another heart container. Seem to be getting a lot of heart containers right off the bat. So we're going to go to where the white sword used to be, and then we're going to start level exploring. So if you see there's a broken jewel in my inventory, that is a gem shooter kind of item. And basically what that does is it gives you a weapon that shoots diagonally for you. Lost Woods here. Just your traditional Lost Woods, nothing too fancy. And just don't want to get hit by this lion also. I gotta be really careful, because he does 2 hearts of damage at this point. And here we get the bow. So yes, you must find the bow and the arrow. So instead of the gem shooter, whoa, oopsies. Instead of the gem shooter in Randomizer Super and Beyond, you get an inventory box which tells you how many items you've gotten. Not where you're missing items, of course, but it tells you where your items are. Alright, so now we're going to make our way around here, trying not to drown and not to get hit by any more enemies. And definitely not drowning here. Oh, that's going to be a game over, isn't it? Yes, it is. Gotta be more careful. Still not being careful enough. I don't know why I'm being so careless. But I take my deaths to the best of my anger. I may not be able to stream for the full time. What it'll depend on is if my son wakes up from his nap. Alright, so into 1-1. So I have one ear not on the stream and to my house so I can hear. So the gem shooter gives you kind of another item. And it guarantees you something to hit enemies with. I gotta, as I said, gonna be a lot more careful now, because I really don't want to have any more deaths than I already have. And when I upload my playthrough of this, which I will be doing shortly, you'll see I went through this without a death. But this dungeon is no joke. You know, with the Gorias and stuff, but I mean, it is still level 1. Gonna go this way. I think there's more music samples from this in the second version of this, in the Randomizer Super. And also the boomerangs are earlier. And hello, flute. So the flute gives us a lot of options right away, so we'll be able to take advantage of that. We will be doing map completion as well. So just bomb that open. Because you really don't necessarily know when you're going to get the magical key. So you can go around that key lock by going this way. And these ropes are really good for money. And then in here you just have gels. And another key. Now if you compare this to like the original Randomizer The first one that Hero of Fire did, this one has a lot better replay value in my opinion. And you can attack from the doorway, which is nice. Depending on what items you get, you could really take advantage of that. And there is your boss key. So let's see what's here. Stepladder, oh good. That's also a very good item to get early. The earlier you get these basic items, the better you're off. You know, your bow, your arrow, your whistle, etc. It just makes your life so much easier. And I think after Randomizer, Maxi, and this one, or depending on which one I finish first, probably going to be this one, because I think this one's a little shorter than Maxi. I plan to do Randomizer BS, which is actually a favorite of mine. And you're gonna want to kill the wall masters to get for the other key. You don't have to kill them, but you kind of want to get them out of your way. The best item to start off with in this quest is obviously the magical rod. But depending on when you get items, it could not necessarily matter. Alright, so I don't have that much health. I always have the white sword or bombs. Alright, let's see what our end of the dungeon prize is. Oh, it's our first Triforce piece. Alright, so that takes care of level 1-1. And you can use the whistle to get back to the start. Voila! I'm gonna just take a second here to get my health back, because I really don't like to not have at least most of my health. Okay, so let's move on, because there's at least another item we can get along the way towards level 2. And no, I'm not gonna do it in order. I'm just knowing that what items I have right now. I'm going with the dungeons I can do. And level 2 is one of those I can do now. Actually, there's 2 items I can get. In Randomizer Super, there's a portal over there. But not in this one. Alright, so let's see what I get here. Hopefully it's a sword upgrade, but it's not guaranteed. Another heart container. Alright. So health quickly becoming not an option anymore. I mean, not to say that I won't die particularly, but I shouldn't have any more problems with health. You know, now that I have so many hearts, you know, this game is not, you know, I have plenty of health now. Let's see what is in our other whistle location. Hopefully it's something better than a heart container, but you gotta get them somewhere. And I guess the earlier you get them, the better. And there's the Lens of Truth, which I can't use because I have no magic. I like to try to have enemy bait as much as possible. There's actually an expansion on this screen which I can get. And it's arrows. Nothing exciting. And I know I'm whistling back to start because it just, that screen is a mess. Alrighty, so both my whistle spots were kind of like, eh. Not great on the whistle spots. There's a level here. I can't get into it without the candle. I wonder if it's just the nerves of LP of doing a live stream versus not. And I'm wondering if that's why I'm playing so terribly. Because I usually, like I said, I am much better, much more cautious off screen. I mean, off live stream. There's also a dungeon here, too, which we'll be getting to later. And we don't have any bombs, which is going to kind of make this a little bit more difficult than it needs to be, but hopefully we'll get some bombs here in this second level. Money is good, but bombs are better. And I'm going to try to make sure I don't have to use keys. Well, there's a bomb, that's good. I need at least, I'm trying to think, how many bombs do I need to get around all the locked doors? I think 2 is the ideal number. And you'll see as we go, realistically, it's not, you don't need to, and you don't need a ton. Oh, hello. Yeah, this is a room that could easily kill you in early game. Oh, good, bombs. Okay. Finally getting some bomb drops. And I think the sword beams were not changed to where they can hurt different enemies in this quest. Alright, so this is a room that many of us used to die in, but again, you can just stay in the doorway and kind of just tank out this whole room from here and be perfectly happy with it. Now, if I had an enemy bait, I could use it now, but I don't. And if you're watching SC Knuckles' channel now, he's re-uploading his randomizer race with Excalibur, Top Kirby 8305 and Melee Wizard. That was such an epic display. And there's our arrow. And then here's where your map and compass are. As I said, you need a couple of bombs to get through these couple of rooms here. And I remember they did map completion on their end. And I don't want to spoil it for anybody who didn't see the LP, but it's pretty much almost done at this point. I mean, I think there's a... the first and second place has already been decided. Third place has not. I mean, I guess that's one of the advantages of Randomizer Super is that if you know how many items are in the quest. I mean, I do for this quest because I've played it so many times, but if you don't, then, you know, having that extra information could be helpful. Oh, fairy in a perfect time. I'm going to skip this room of Gorias. You don't get anything other than bombs for that one. Alright, what's our end of the dungeon prize here? And that is the dual bow. So far my first 2 levels, really not getting anything exciting. But, again, you gotta get these items somewhere. So there's the heart. I'm gonna go grab an enemy bait and do that level over there. And I think there's money here that I can grab. Oh no, just a shop. But one of the early places you can get enemy bait is right here. Now first I'm going to get this expansion, which will help significantly. And considering how many times I have beaten this quest without dying, it really just doesn't feel good to die like that. As I said, just gotta be more cautious the rest of the way and I should be fine. I can accept some things, but like I said, a quest like this where I've played it so many times, it's just harder. So what you could do is you can go into this level per se, go out, and you're in the darker world. And then here's level 2, 3. Yeah, this level shouldn't be that terrible. Stop getting hit. Now you gotta be careful here because there are enemies that do quite a bit of damage. The Stalfoses, for example. And I'm stuck with a wooden sword. You know, one of the things that this quest really makes you do is not depend on the sword. You know, if you don't get a sword upgrade, it doesn't mean that you're screwed. You know, you have to go looking around and seeing what other things you can get. This is the room I was talking about. Could easily kill you if you're not careful. Like I said, attacking from inside the doorway is helpful. And waiting for the enemies to come to you is also a good idea. You know, not chasing them in a room with statue support. This room does not help you if you have... Oh, hello. Yeah, this little thing does wooden... white sword damage, which is nice. And you should have pretty much you want enemy bait in every level, essentially. And there's, I think, 3 Dodongos in this. And there is the Speedy Bow. Possibly not worth the effort, but again, you have to beat all the levels at some point. So can't beat the game without beating all the... I mean, you actually can. You don't have to beat all the levels. Because technically all you need is the Triforce and whatever, and the silver arrows. Other than that, you don't technically need everything the way you did in the original. You don't need to find the blue ring. I mean, you should, but you don't technically need to. Alright, so let's get our heart piece here. It's actually cool to have bow and arrow. That's white sword strength. Grab our compass. And you're gonna want to kill all the enemies in the next room too to get another key. Well, plus the door doesn't open, so you kind of need to. Our end of the dungeon prize here. The heart container. So heart container and speedy bow. let's go take out another level. Yeah, we still need the candle, which we don't have. Yeah, that's definitely a reason to leave one enemy on some of these screens, so you're not as in trouble as other times. Definitely need the candle. It's nice to have the whistle. And actually having the stepladder will save us a key in this dungeon as well. In the E. I'm actually going to switch to bombs and arrows. Because it's actually more helpful for this level. I still don't have magical shield, which is also a problem. But I also don't have really a way to get the magical shield at the moment. And they just drop bombs here. So this is a way that you can save a key. I'd like to know where the boomerang is. That would be very helpful in not dying as well. Alright, so there's your map, and if you go up here, again, to stop for some map completion, you can just go this way and just avoid that altogether. And like I said, having the bow and arrow early is almost as good as having the white sword, but it's not infinite. As you can see, I've ran out of arrows. And just bypass that room altogether. And then you'll see why I left one enemy here to get the boss key. Alright, now your items are still in the same place as they've always been. There's your candle. I think this and level 5-1 are usually where you're gonna get the candle. Normally. Did a practice run of this yesterday. I didn't get the white sword till I think it was like almost the end. I was on the wooden sword till level 9. It was really the first time that ever happened. But it does happen. Oh. Darn bubbles. You know what? I'm gonna keep my bow and arrow out and bombs because I'm gonna need that. And actually, with the stepladder, I can go to another area where there's other items as well. Alright, let's see what's here. Alright, blue medicine jar. Still can't use that. No magic. And there is map completion there. Alright, so now with the candle, there's a lot we can do now, which is really nice. Don't forget, the candle only provides you with one flame per screen. So that is something that was nicely improved later. And you can actually get to that item, whoops, by coming this way. Mirror shield, alright. Oh, that's an awesome item to pick up early. And when I say awesome item, I mean it makes it so you never have to buy a magical shield again. And now I can reflect. projectiles. And I was actually about to go buy a magical shield, too. Don't have the letter yet, so can't do anything there. Let's see, get the sword out. Alright, we'll go through level 3. Actually, there's a lot of levels here that you can do with just adding the candle, the whistle. I mean, there's 2 levels you can do right here. You really want to probably do 3 first, because once you're in the darker world, you can't come over here. Some levels you can only get to from the darker world, and some you can get to from the light. And the wooden sword is not the best sword to have here at all, because there's a lot of souls, a lot of dark nuts, so definitely not the dungeon you want to be messing around in. But again, and that's where your boss is. You actually don't need the boss key. Yes, it's still a manhandle here, by the way. So I'll show you a way around that in a minute, but I do want to go up first. I think yesterday when I was playing Match Quest, I died twice in this level, which is also weird. Got a little bit of backtracking to do here. And I'm hoping, really hoping to get some good items in here. And you could get bombs in there too. We might do that. So basically, if you go up, you kind of avoid that lock. Spike to go backwards. Alright, so basically you gotta fight these guys from the doorway. I don't have a really easy way to fight them right now. I'm gonna fight them from here. So this will be the last live stream of this week, regardless. There's not gonna be a stream tomorrow. First of all, it's a Jewish holiday, so I won't be streaming tomorrow for sure, but I'm only going to stream probably twice a week right now. Grab the... We have dark nuts in here. And any bombs I can get is good. You're gonna just get this room down to like 1 dark nut would be helpful. And there is, I think that's the whispering. I think that's the whispering. It's one of them. Sometimes I never remember which rings are which. Could be the Crip ring. No, Crip is different. And really, you kind of are just about done here. And just going this way here to get to Manhandle. Come on. Come on. Come on. Have any arrows left? I don't. Oh, the candle doesn't hurt him? Oh my goodness. Oh, I knocked him over into a manhandle. I can't believe I'm out of bombs. Well, there's one more place I can get them. forgot the candle is a hurricane in this quest. That's only a randomizer super. And I know that means he's going to reform, but I gotta try to get some health so he doesn't one-shot me. Might be easier to fight him from the doorway. Gotta be really careful with this single dark net here. And he didn't drop anything, that's kind of unfortunate. So let's see if we can't get out. Well, there's a bomb drop here for sure. Maybe I'll get lucky and get a fairy. Kind of hoping for the white sword to be somewhere. Hammer would be nice too. Alright, so now we're gonna go, I'm gonna say the normal way through Manhandla. Alright, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna stay in the doorway. Now he can come in the doorway, but it's easier to fight him from here than, I mean, it's hard to get that last pedal from here, but it is possible. Oh, lucky shot on the rebound. Oh, there's the, I think that's the peril beam. Pretty lackluster, if you ask me. Alright, so let's go through. Let me go get refilled on health. And then there's another item I want to get. Also, bombs are good. So, there are a couple of more major items we can get. And I know that I'm skipping a level, but I will come back. Everything good time. Alright, so let's open that up. Gotta try to listen as well. And yeah, there's another expansion here. So I'm gonna get them as I go. Could be dangerous. And your same up, left, down, left path through here. And no, you don't want to be going to level 6 right now, but there is an item in this direction I want to grab. And an expansion as well. Oh, finally magic. Finally some magic. Okay, well that's good. And 2 6s here as well. So you want to try to put together a bunch of levels in one area. And another heart container. And I think without the power bracelet, we can't get... Oh no, I can get one more item in this area. And it is not going to be easy to get. At all. Especially without full health. Yeah, this is going to be hard. Yeah, this is not going to be easy. But if you notice, the P-hats actually take precedent over the Lionels. Oh, squeeze through. We'll get one more item, I think. Two more expansions and one more item. Come on, give me a slow Armos, please, because they also do 1 heart of damage too. Come on. Give me a slow Armos, please. Nope, that's fast. The reason I want slow is because at least I don't have to worry as much. Alright, just getting gems. So, there is this too. And there's another magic jar. And then right up here, this is so dangerous. But there's an item here I want to grab. And that is Pharaoh's Wind. And Pharaoh's Wind is kind of neat. I don't think I can use it yet. I can. Ooh, and that sword just missed. So we are coming along here. In the next part, we're going to kind of string some levels together. I know this is a shorter live stream than I normally do. I usually kind of try to get the hour in, but again, I think my son is just about waking up, so I do have to do my parental duties, and want to give you the schedule as well for the upcoming week here. So next Monday will be Randomizer Maxi Part 2 live, and then either Tuesday or Wednesday, I'm not sure, I haven't decided, will be Randomizer Modern Part 2 live sometime in that time frame. Alright, so join me next time as we continue on in our Randomizer live marathon, so to speak, of live streams. I look forward to seeing you guys then. Thank you very much. And again, I was talking to Matthew Blue Fox yesterday, and he was very excited about his, and I'm sure he'll be excited about this one as well. The last announcement I want to make is that coming up the week after next will be the Randomizer ones that I have pre-recorded already will be going as well. So that will be coinciding with these. Alright, so I'll see you guys next time. Have a fantastic evening.